Hi, good morning, and welcome to a nice, gentle flow class. My name is Jessica Falcon, and I teach the subtle yoga method, which basically combines ancient Indian yoga with modern neuroscience. It's a fun, slow paced class where we move really intentionally with our breath and keep our mind's awareness inside our body. So it's a really beautiful opportunity to develop a more intimate connection with yourself, with your body, with your internal experience. I invite you throughout the practice to just allow yourself to deepen into the poses. We're not going to do anything crazy. There are no headstands. There's not an even vinyasa. It's a very I don't want to say easy. It's a very it's gentle on the body and the joints. And when we move intentionally, we're going to hold the pose, and that's when I invite you to really kind of deepen in, keep that mind's awareness on the body. If you feel like your mind's floating off into space or going somewhere else, bring it back. For example, I might have you or invite you to place your hands on a part of your body like your hips or your shoulders, and imagine that the breath is entering that area. Create space in that part of your body with your awareness and your breath, and allow what's inside to open up, to come out into your mind's awareness. It's a beautiful way to hear what's happening inside. You can set that as an intention if you'd like for your practice. If you have an intention, go ahead and acknowledge that to yourself now. May it be so. And we'll go ahead and get started. So find a comfy seat. Ideally, your hips are slightly elevated above your knees. You can sit like this. You can also pull two blocks on top of one another. Let me set my glasses to the side. And sit on top of the blocks. Particularly if you have knee issues, this is really great. It decompresses the spine and takes the pressure off of your knees, which we often feel when we're sitting in a regular sitting pose. This is an option. Go ahead and choose what feels the most comfortable to you in this moment. Sometimes I prefer this, sometimes I prefer a seat. It's always nice to listen to what's coming up instead of what we think we should be doing, right? I think so. It's easy to be like, well, this is what I always do. So this is what I'm going to do today. But it's nice to be like, huh, what do I feel like right now? Not what's comfortable, not what's familiar. Wiggle in your seat wherever you are. And then start to drop your gaze down or close your eyes. Find a nice centered stillness. I invite you to begin to notice the breath in your belly and watch as it rises and falls. Now begin to bring the breath out from your belly all the way into your chest on the inhale. Feel the chest slightly expand. Exhale, bring the breath back down. Pull the belly into your spine at the base of the exhale. Inhale, the breath rises up the chest. Exhale, back down. At the base of the exhale, pull the belly into the spine and squeeze to activate that deep core muscle.
Inhale the belly back out. Breath rises up the chest. Exhale back down. Squeeze the core muscles. Continue to do this at your own pace. And allow the breath to come back to normal. As you begin to roll your wrist in one direction, you can keep your eyes closed if you like. And go in the other direction. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, use your obliques, come through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Keep moving with your breath. Next time you come over to the right, we'll stay in the pose. Tuck your chin toward your chest. Pull the left hip down toward the floor. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Tuck the chin. Pull the right hip down. Inhale through center. Drop the arms down. Begin to roll the shoulders up and back. Roll the shoulders forward. And back. We're going to do a couple of neck stretches. So bring your hands to your upper chest. Drop your chin down to your chest. Inhale the chin up, jaw closed. Exhale down. Inhale up. 3 more. Next time you come up, keep the chin up, jaw closed. As you pull your chin toward the sky, press slightly into your hands. Bring your chin back down. And then we're gonna bring it back up. And this time we're gonna do a jaw stretch. And you're gonna open and close the lower jaw only, pulling that lower jaw back up to the top to stretch and strengthen this neck muscles. One more, hold closed. Head comes back down to neutral. Turn your head to the left. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Keep alternating directions. One more each side. Come back through center. Now we're gonna do some neck rolls. Be sure that when we come back up, you bring that head straight up instead of back. That's not too good with cervical spine. So right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, come straight back up through center. Right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, straight back up, twice more. Now we'll go in the opposite direction, left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, straight back up. 3 more. And come back through center, roll the shoulders up and back. And we're gonna do a shoulder stretch. So inhale your shoulders up to your ears, create tension, exhale, release all the tension. Inhale, create tension, exhale, release all the tension. 2 more. Last one, hold the shoulders away from your ears. And relax back to a neutral position. Give yourself a little shake in the shoulders. And then we're gonna roll onto your hands and knees. If you have a blanket, feel free to put it under your knees, or a nice thick mat or carpet will also help, just so they don't get too sore from being here, that we won't be here too terribly long. Once you're in tabletop, you want to bring that belly toward your spine. You might be, if you're familiar with yoga, often people think this is similar to cat and cow, but it's very different, that you're going to keep your belly engaged the entire time and never let that spine drop all the way down. So as you inhale, shoulders open, chin juts slightly forward, elbows come out to the side. Exhale, round the spine, press into your hands. Breathe here in your upper back and shoulders. Press into your hands the whole time. And then bring your hips toward your heels. Inhale, pull your upper body through your arms. Head comes first. Exhale, round the spine, all the way down, hips toward your heels. Inhale, pull the upper body through the arms. Head comes up first, shoulders are opening, upper back engages. Exhale, round, all the way down. Keep moving with your breath. Focus on that spine and how it feels. Once more. The next time you come down with your hips on your heels in what we call child's pose, go ahead and relax here. You can keep those arms extended in front of you. Inhale all the way back up onto your knees. And then we're going to step up into a standing position. Bringing your feet about hip width apart. You want to roll your inner thighs back. Bring your belly up towards your spine. So curl that pelvis in. Toes point forward. Shoulders come up and back. Palms face open. Press into your feet and lift the crown of your head toward the sky. This is a warrior's pose because you're really grounded. Feel how grounded you are in your body, yet your heart is wide open. You're really exposed, really vulnerable. So just imagine walking around like this all the time, this open, heart wide, grounded, anchored. And then notice any resistance that comes up to that. It could be a sensation of fear. Just notice it. And we'll go into what's called moving Tadasana. So on your next inhale, the breath brings up your arms and your heels. Exhale everything down. Inhale the arms up, heels up. Exhale back. 4 more times with your breath. This time we'll stay up. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your belly towards your spine. You can roll those wrists again if you'd like. Opening up those joints of either direction. And stay here for 2 more breaths. Exhale down. 1 or 2 shoulder rolls. Clasp those hands behind you if they'll reach. You can also reach for those elbows. And then pull those arms slightly back to open up the chest muscles. Tuck your belly toward your spine to protect your low back. And drop the arms down, 1 or 2 shoulder rolls, shake them out. We're gonna come into warrior one. Left foot forward, right foot back. Turn the toes out 45 degrees. Square the hips to the front. This pose is really good for opening up those hip flexors, which we often feel tightness in when we sit a lot. Arms by your side. Inhale the arms straight up as you bend your left knee. Exhale the arms wide as you straighten the leg. Inhale the arms up, bend the left knee. Exhale the arms down wide as you straighten the leg. Keep breathing, moving with that breath. Just make sure your knee does not come past your toes. Last one. Exhale the elbows down wide. Press into the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale the arms up, press into the left foot. Use the muscles of that left leg to slowly bring the right leg to meet the left. Set it down, shake it up. Now that left foot is gonna come back. Turn those back toes out about 45 degrees. Square your hips. Inhale the arms straight up as you bend the right knee. Exhale the arms down as you straighten the leg. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. Last one. Exhale the elbows down wide. Press into the outside edge of your left foot. Inhale the arms up, press into that right leg. As you lower the arms, use the muscles to slowly bring the left leg to meet the right. And shake it out. We're gonna come in and out of a forward fold. So you'll want a block. If you have one, you can use a block to come onto. If you don't have a block, I'll give you an alternative. If you have any major spinal issues, you want to rest your hands on a block or a chair as you come down. Feel free to use a chair as balance in front of you if you need to or next to you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands down your legs. Relax your upper body. Hands come up to your hips. Inhale, pull your upper body through your arms halfway. Press into your heels to lift up with a flat back. So we're strengthening the back and glutes. Exhale down. Hands to your hips. Inhale, pull the upper body through the arms. Press into the heels, come up with a flat back. Keep moving with your breath. Two more. Next time we come down, you might want to grab that block, place your hands on the block, relax the upper body, or you can pull your palms around your elbows here. Whatever feels better for you. Keep that belly pulled in towards your spine. Feel free to rock side to side or back and forth. Turn your head side to side. Release your arms, bring them up to your hips. Inhale halfway, press into your heels, lift up with a flat back. Go ahead and turn to face the front again. We're gonna do some little hip rolls. So shake out your legs. Do a nice little bounce. You want your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. And then start to trace figure eights on the floor. So imagine there's a figure eight, your hips are moving, opening, and creating that relationship between the hips and low back. And then start to go in the opposite direction completely. Might feel a little awkward at first. Usually we start going in the direction that feels a little more comfortable. And start to come back through center. Give yourself a little shake in those hips. Try to open them up. And rest here for a moment. Check in with your body. Close your eyes if that feels good. Just notice what's happening on the inside. And we're going to start to come all the way down into a seated position. Now you might want to place a blanket or a block or a bolster underneath you. We're going to do a couple of seated stretches. At least having something under your hips will be helpful. And then bring the soles of your feet in front of you. Drop your knees open to the side. You want to make sure that when you extend those arms in front of you, your palms are over your feet or ankles. So you get more into the outside of the hips. Later we'll do where your feet are closer to you to get into the inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, begin to hinge over. You might ideally start to feel the stretch on the outside of your hips. Just breathe into it, and I invite you to put your awareness and consciousness into those hips. Imagine that you're almost forcing the breath to go into your hips to create that space, to create that healing, to create that connection. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can place those elbows on the inner thigh or calf, adding a little bit more weight, or just lengthen your spine and exhale, hinge over a little more. Start to wiggle those hips side to side and come all the way up. Feel free to shake out your legs. Now we're going to come into that inner thigh stretch. So bring the soles of your feet back up. Let the knees drop to your side and then bring the feet a little closer to your body until you begin to feel that stretch in the inner thigh. You can rest your hands on or around your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge over. So you may not be coming over very far, but just enough. You start to feel that stretch. Your soles of your feet compress slightly together. And breathe here. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge over slightly more for the last 3 deep breaths. And start to come all the way back up. Extend those legs, give them a little shake. Got one more seated stretch. So bring those legs in a V position in front of you for a wide leg forward fold. Find the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward. You can walk those fingertips forward. You can also place a block down so that you can keep that back fairly straight and relax your shoulders and arms. Imagine that you're breathing in and creating awareness in your inner thighs. These are actually the liver meridians going all the way up the inner legs. So the more love we give these, the more love we give our liver. One to two more deep breaths. And start to walk those fingers back. Remove the block out of your way. Legs come slowly together. Give them a nice little shake. Take those palms, massage the outside of your thighs. You can go all the way down to your calves. You can even reach with your feet. Let's give ourselves a little foot massage. You can place your hands between your toes. Just that's like a nice stretch. And circle the ankle around. Press into your toes, getting a nice stretch. And then feel free just to give yourself a little massage where it feels good. And then we'll switch sides. The left foot comes up, bring the fingers between the toes. Circle the foot, direction. And press in to get that stretch in the back of the foot. And then just do whatever feels yummy for you. And go ahead and shake out that foot. Shake out the other. And we're gonna roll onto our backs. Once you are here, bring that right leg all the way down. Pull that left knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Concentrate your breath and awareness in your hips, particularly the front of that right hip. Go ahead and switch sides. So lower the left leg. Pull that right knee into your chest. And give it a good squeeze as you bring that awareness to your left hip. Go ahead and drop that right foot down. Bring the left sole of the foot to meet the right. We're going to come into a gentle bridge pose. So bring your palms down toward the floor, arms next to your body. Press into your feet, lift your hips up toward the sky. Exhale, slowly lower your spine all the way back down. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up toward the sky. Exhale, lower. 4 more times with your breath. Last one. So we'll stay in the pose here. Keep breathing as you press into your feet and push your knees away from your body. And slowly lower your spine down. Reach for those knees. Exhale your knees into your chest. Inhale, straighten your arms as the knees come out. Exhale, knees into chest. Inhale, straighten. Couple more times. And keep your knees into your chest as you flatten your low back against the floor. Rock side to side. Bring those knees toward your shoulders and armpits. So you start stretching more of that inner thigh area again. Lift up those legs, give them a little shake. Drop the feet back down. Extend the legs in front of you. Extend the arms back behind you. Pull your body in opposite direction. And then bring the arms up and over. We're going to be in our final resting pose called Shavasana. So just allow your body to really relax. Ankles to relax. Shoulders to melt toward the floor. And we'll be here for several minutes, just becoming aware of that body, of that core, of that heart, of that breath. Give yourself permission to simply be. Start to gently rock those hips side to side. Give yourself one last full body stretch if you want to pull your arms behind you or roll onto one side. Once you're here, we'll slowly push ourselves up into a seated position. You can close your eyes or cast your gaze downward as you come back to that belly breath. And bring your hands to your heart as you bring the breath up to your heart. And take a moment of gratitude for bringing yourself to the mat today, for bringing yourself to your body, for bringing yourself back to you. Amidst the world, you always have you to come back to, your breath, your body, your heart. Namaste. Which means the light in me honors the light in you. Have a beautiful, beautiful, nourishing day. Whatever brings you pleasure and love and joy. I wish that for you. Mwah.